Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another reaction. You're in for a wonderful reaction tonight. We are going to be watching our Patreon poll winner from 1975, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I wasn't really expecting this one to win, so this is a fun surprise. Mm-hmm. I don't know a whole lot about it except for it has Jack Nicholson, and it's about a psychiatric mental hospital. That's all you know too, I'm assuming? No.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't even know if this is a thriller, a suspense,
drama.
A drama. I was going to say comedy, but I don't think. So yeah, we don't really have much to say since we have no clue really what this one is about. So before we get started, we want to give a huge shout out to our patrons who voted on this one, and give a big shout out of appreciation for all of you guys that support our channel and help us just to improve and grow. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And with that, I think we're ready to jump into it. Mm-hmm. Ready, set, here we go. Enjoy.
Good morning, Miss Ratchet.
Miss Ratchet, is she gonna be mean? Look at baby Jack Nicholson. And he was a youngster. Mm-hmm. Okay.
What's your name? He can't hear you. He's deaf and dumb Indian.
They're playing cards.
What's your name, son? Bill.
He's
Glad to
the
know
guy
you,
who
Bill.
plays Human Chucky. That's Daniel.
Where?
You over Trump?
Sure. Pinochle, huh, Bill?
Recognize him.
Pod.
Naked lady cards.
Randall Patrick McMurphy, 38 years old.
I don't know. What's it say there?
Well, the real reason that you've been sent over here is because they wanted you to be evaluated.
Yeah.
To determine whether or not you're mentally ill. To be honest with you, McMurphy, what it says here is that they think you've been faking it. You're going to be here for a period for us to evaluate you. Give you the necessary treatment.
And Doc, let me just tell you this. I'm here to cooperate with you 100%. Get to the bottom of R.P. McMurphy.
At the close of Friday's meeting, we were discussing Mr. Harding's problem concerning his wife.
Yes. Yes. That's correct.
He has been heard to say to his wife, "I hate you.
Christopher
I don't
Lloyd.
ever want to see you again. You've betrayed me."
So weird how they used to tuck the cigarette pop things in their
Does anyone
shirt
Oh,
care to
yeah.
touch on this further?
pockets.
Are you with us? Have you ever speculated, Mr. Harding, that perhaps you are impatient with your wife because she doesn't meet your mental requirements?
With or without my wife, in terms of the human relationships, the juxtaposition
So weird with seeing him with brown
of one
hair.
person,
Oh, yeah.
the form, and the content.
Artie, why don't you knock off the bullshit and get to the point?
Hello.
I want to tell you guys something. You just don't want to learn anything. You just don't want to listen to anybody. He's got intelligence.
Wait a minute, you've never heard the word peculiar? You're
Guys,
communicating
just
something
see
to me,
that
is
watching
it? Well, is it?
They're all crowding in on you, Mr. Harding. They all ganging up on you.
Is that news?
Some kind of morbid asshole or something.
Asshole
Makes you
again.
feel peculiar. Been talking about your wife ever since I can remember. You know, she's on your mind and blah, blah.
And that guy's like emotionally just a mess. She looks familiar, but I don't know where else I've seen her.
Take the ball.
I don't think this guy's
That's it.
stupid.
Not too hard, Chief. You'll crush all the air out of her. We're gonna put her in the basket. I ain't talking to him. I'm talking to myself. It helps me think.
Yeah, well, it don't help him then.
Well, it don't hurt him either, does it? Let's get down a little bit. All right, stand up. Stand up.
Oh my gosh.
That's a baby. All right, you got her. All right.
He's like,
Over there. I got him, Chief.
All right, hold it right there. Give me the ball.
Give me the ball. That's it.
there. Now, take the ball, you jump up, and put it in the basket. Get back. Back. Yeah. Come on, Banshee. Where the fuck you going
You
at?
can't turn it by wiggling your booty.
That's it. Back. Over at the Chief.
Hey, it's there to hit.
Look at his hair.
It's a dime, Martin.
Come on. Is it really not Jack Nicholson if his hair isn't at least a little bit?
Yeah, that's true.
Dime's the limit. This is a dime.
Yeah, I bet a dime.
Huh?
I bet a dime.
All right. That's
You're supposed to play.
Oh, I'm excited.
Christ almighty, do you nuts want to play cards or you want to fucking jerk? Play the game.
Oh my God, you guys start giving out medications?
Okay? The patients are not allowed in the nurse's station.
Thank you.
It just cuts in.
Excuse me, miss. Do you think it might be possible to turn that music down so maybe a couple of the boys could talk?
A lot of old men on this ward who couldn't hear the music if we turned it lower. That music is all they have.
It's that I don't want anyone to try and slip me saltpeter.
We can arrange that he can have it some other way.
You'd like it, wouldn't you? Why not? Give it to me.
Oh, he's got all the cards out.
Didn't you tell her to go fuck herself?
I knew he did not swallow it.
Mr. Harding had a problem with his wife, and I think we were making a lot of progress.
Why do they keep focusing on him? Why don't they
So who would like to begin today?
Oh, wait, nobody wants to begin, that's right.
The things that I have. Today, as you may or may not know, it doesn't matter, is the opening of the World Series. What I'd like to suggest is that we change the work detail tonight so that we can watch the ball game.
You know, some men on the ward take a long, long time to get used to the schedule.
Let's vote on her.
No, nobody's gonna raise it. Oh, okay.
My turn. Okay.
Because they're all scared of her.
For the third time, you do not have a hotel on board.
He's trying to scam
It
her.
costs $1,000 and 4 bed houses
He's trying to scam
to put a hotel.
Oh, he's gonna eat
Oh
the
my
bag.
God.
I can be pushed just so far, see?
Oh no, he had a hotel as well.
Mac? Mac, no, nobody could ever.
Lift that thing.
Yeah, it's
Marvel. He's turning red.
I could have lifted it a half inch off the ground.
But I tried, didn't I?
Your mother told me that you never told her about it the first time you tried to commit suicide.
Oh, that's why he's in there.
Why are you pressing him? Why can't we go on to some new business?
Right, I agree.
The business of this meeting, Mr. Cheswick, is therapy.
Yeah, but sometimes you just don't want to talk.
Mr. McMurphy, he said something yesterday about a World Series, a baseball game, and that'd be good therapy too, wouldn't it, Miss Ratchet? Game today, I think, don't we, Mac?
That's right, Chess.
Nick,
We
isn't
want a
it?
new vote on it, don't we? Come on.
Watch, she's gonna finesse
One of you
him.
nuts
Yeah.
has got any guts.
He's not gonna though. Harding. Oh, go on.
Right. That's it.
I only count 9 votes. There are 18 patients on this ward, Mr. McMurphy.
World Series, what do you say, pal? You tired?
Maybe Chief will.
Just raise your hand up, Banchini. Watch the ball game, huh?
Is that what they called him from the beginning?
Yeah. No. Move on.
Oh, say, can you? The World Series. Raise your hand up, Jim. By the dog.
Gentlemen, the meeting is adjourned.
Chief! The chief! Ah! Chief! Look! The chief put his hand up.
The meeting was adjourned and the vote was closed.
Oh my God.
Come on, you're not gonna say that now. You're not gonna say that now. You're gonna pull that henhouse shit now. When the vote, the chief just voted, it was 10-9.
Music on again? They don't all want to listen to that crap.
So depressed if I had to listen to that over
Yeah.
and over again.
The ball's in the deep right center. Davison over in the gutter, cut the ball off. In there, he's safe.
trying to
It's a
drop
double.
off the
He's in there.
music.
Martin, look at Richardson. He's on second base. Clumsy fires. Here comes the pitch. Mantle swings. It's a
And
fucking
your methods aren't working. brass. Likes to be control once everybody's sad.
She ain't honest, but she's something of a cunt, ain't she, Doc? She likes a rigged game, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard the old saying, a rolling stone gathers no moss?
Don't wash your dirty underwear in public. I'm smarter than him, ain't I? Well, that sort of was always meant is, it's hard for something to grow on something that's moving.
I mean, mental illness comes in all forms, as we know. Like, it's not always going to be outwardly signs. I mean, yeah, he could be lying. I thought he was lying from the get-go, but not necessarily.
Right here. All right.
Oh, no, what's he going to
Grab
do?
the fence. Grab the fence here.
Oh, here he goes. Oh, he's going to try to escape. He's going to hang from the damn tree.
He wants to. Oh, he's smiling. He wants to leave so bad.
Yes. Is that his plan? Escape so he can drive the bus? He's gonna take him to the bar to watch the.
They're just standing there like, at that point, what can we do? They take him off.
See how easy it is?
He's gonna steal the boat. He might as well go all out, right? Since he wanted to prove to him he was
Come on,
crazy.
Weez, what are you standing around for here? Who are you? We're from the, State Mental Institution. This is Dr. Cheswick, Dr. Tabor. Chartered the boat. We're going to go fishing, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no.
Aye, aye, sir. I mean, yes, ma'am. Take it easy, Charlie. You ever driven one of these things?
Driven one?
Yeah.
No, man.
No. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
All right, now each one of us has got a fish. What are you laughing at, Martini? You're not an idiot? Huh? You're not a goddamn loony now, boy. You're a fisherman.
Oh.
You got it.
Oh.
He's like, don't eat it. Just don't eat it.
Please don't.
You're wrapping around.
Oh my god, I thought he was going to eat.
You're cute.
Hey, he's keeping himself entertained. He's at the front of the boat.
Oh, jeez. Is Martini, is that him?
Yeah.
Y'all, come on now.
It's not that interesting. Just
No.
keep fishing.
Oh, no!
Oh no! Wow. Good luck.
God damn it, I told you to steer that boat straight!
The boat just going around in circles.
I got it!
Oh no!
Oh,
No, they're gonna fight at the front of the boat. Oh no!
Oh no, now we got chaos ensuing. Oh no, oh lord. They're like in this circle. Oh my. Oh no. The Coast Guard is broken. Whoa, they got two.
They're gonna be crawling this place for 6 months and dead bodies.
Well, I still think he's quite sick.
You think he's dangerous?
Absolutely so.
Well, I think we've had our turn. I'd like to send him back to the work farm, frankly.
My opinion, if we send him back to Pendleton or we send him up to Disturbed, it's just one more way of passing on our problem to somebody else.
Hey, Mac, time. You got 6 minutes on the court.
Look at his shorts.
Okay, good boy, Billy. I'll put you in a minute, all right? Hey, Christ!
Knock, I'm open. I'm open.
All right, Hardy, give it back.
His
back
basketball
to me,
shorts
Hardy.
with
Here.
his jeans.
I'm open.
Yeah.
Hardy, somebody get back. Give it to me. Give it to me. You all right? Ow! We're going. Chief, hey, baby, put it in.
Hey, good job.
Put it in.
They're having fun.
He's smiling again.
He's having a good time.
Skipping and stuff.
Come on, move, man. Quick, come on.
I'll be seeing you on the outside, you know what I mean? 68 days, buddy.
You're gonna
gonna stay with us until we let you go.
I'm voluntary here. See, I'm not committed.
Cheswick, you're voluntary? You're just a young kid. What are you doing here? You gotta be out in a convertible while bird dogging chicks. Jesus, I mean, you guys do nothing but complain about how you can't stand it in this place here, and then you haven't got the guts just to walk out? What do you think you are, for Christ's sake, crazy or something?
May I have my cigarettes, please, Miss Ratched?
You sit down, Mr. Cheswick, and wait your turn.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, she wants to be, you're right, she wants to be in control.
Mr.
Everybody needs a little
Cheswick,
alone time.
You sit down!
Yes, but I want to know if
Sit down, Mr. Cheswick.
I want to...
Give him a cigarette, will you, Hardy?
My last one.
My cigarettes!
Yeah.
I want mine, Miss Ratched.
He has a right to get upset into his feelings.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that what therapy's for?
Yeah.
Calm.
Sit down, gentlemen. Sit down, gentlemen. Sit down. Sit
And
down.
also, a nurse should not be running group. It should be a psychiatrist. He feels free. I love it when she loses her temper. She lost control. Therapist, a psychiatrist, a psychologist would have been able to control this a little bit better.
He's like, that's his friend.
Yeah.
Oh my god. He's laughing. He's chilling in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
And then he's supposed to stabilize. Quote
Oh,
unquote.
yeah.
Because Mac is her friend.
Yeah.
Come on.
No! I didn't do nothing!
He spoke for the first time.
Why, son of a bitch, Chief?
Playing like he couldn't.
Because he didn't want to deal with her.
What are we doing in here, Chief?
It's because he brought out the best in him.
Let's get out of here.
Out.
Canada.
Why do they need 15 people in there?
Would you sit up, please? Sure.
Send the specimen to Nurse Ratched.
All right, out with your gun.
At least they're nice-ish.
Ish. No, this is electroshock.
This will keep you from biting your tongue.
They would do this back then.
Yeah.
This is so cruel. Seems back to normal. Or is he putting on an act?
How about it, you creeps, you lunatics, mental defectives? Let's hear it for Bull Goose Randall back in action. Me 10,000 watts a day, you know, and I'm hot to trot. Next woman takes me on is gonna light up like a pinball machine and pay off in silver dollars.
I don't give two shits about you, lady.
Get a car. I gotta go. Don't forget to bring some booze.
Chief, I can't take it no more. The last time I seen my father, he was blind in the satyrs from drinking. He don't suck out of it. It sucks out of him until he shrunk so wrinkled and yellow even the dogs don't know him. They just worked on him.
Nice guy.
It is fun.
That's it. Mike Murphy, stop all this holy shit and get your ass back in bed, you understand?
Come on and see.
You're getting closer, brother. You're getting closer, but they gonna be sharing more than just bottles, ain't they?
Nice, the first one.
Round the side, boys. Join Mr. McMurphy in the executive lounge, please.
This bitch, Mike Murphy, what you trying to do? Get my ass really fine?
Is it Miss Ratched?
No.
Oh no.
Yes, ma'am.
Everything all right, Mr. Turkle?
Oh, everything just fine, ma'am.
Oh. I'm sorry.
You understand? I'm
No,
sure
she
you
don't. She looks pretty serious.
I want that woman off this ward immediately.
Oh
Jesus, this Katirko, is she gone? Shit, yeah, she's gone, and so am I. So
Move,
it's time
dude, 'cause I
to go
can't
back to
see.
bed.
Sit down.
Go ahead, move it, move it, move it. Get off me, motherfucker!
no! Oh no! Oh no! No time for Miss Ratchet's therapy session. Oh my!
It's having a good time. Hey, brouhaha.
Gonna miss you very much, man.
Well, why don't you come with us then?
Meg, she going with you?
Candy? Yeah, she'll be there when you get there. She's going with us. You busy right now, are you? You got something to do right now? You got something to do?
No.
Good. Well, then don't talk to me about when
No,
you're
no,
ready.
no.
Yeah.
Mac.
Ready and everything like that. Candy, come here a minute.
He just pushed him in.
Baby.
Candy he goes in his underpants.
You see the way he
He just pushed him in.
We get to Canada.
I thought that was his issue.
It was just like, fuck it, I guess.
Yeah. Why are we getting your face for so long here? Suspicious.
Oh, he's asleep on the floor.
Miss Ratchet gonna have a heart attack. Oh, dude, you better move like you ain't got a hangover right now.
Jump out the window.
She lost control.
He's like, I can't explain this one.
Oh, my lantern.
Oh, no.
It is funny, though.
Did Billy Bibbit leave the grounds of the hospital, gentlemen?
Still in the room.
Hilda, check all the rooms. Mr. Warren,
Yes.
you start in the tub room.
They had a good night. Oh no! Booty shot.
I can explain everything.
That star's gone.
Please do. Explain everything.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't you ashamed?
Have sex? No. Why?
No, I'm not.
You know, Billy, what worries me is how your mother's going to take this.
You don't have to tell her.
See, she brings out the stutter in him.
Don't you think you
my
should have
mother-
thought of that before you took that woman in that room?
Dude, he's grown. Oh my god, why is she so concerned about this situation? You need a life, lady. Seriously.
Please don't.
Oh, don't beg Billy or beyond.
Billy
About
to
that.
his office.
No.
Stay with him till the doctor arrives.
Like, what are you the doctor for?
He's fine.
Like, aren't you glad he's just alive? Murphy, you gotta be a little quicker
Oh
than
my
that.
god, Murphy, go, Murphy, go.
How are you doing?
Put down those keys and nobody gets hurt.
He's a bully. These guys are bullies.
Take that damn chief with you.
He killed himself because of that bitch.
Bully, that's why.
Mom, he must have mom issues. You skank whore bitch. I so hate you. You did it, you stupid hoe. So mad.
Everybody out.
No stop.
Calm down.
See, she knows where to drag
Go on
them
with our daily
down.
routine.
Keep pushing.
All right?
I'll be doing this job.
That's what she's doing because she wants power.
Yeah.
He built cigarettes.
I know.
Did everything go well? Good.
Very nice.
They were taking him through the tunnel. He beat up 2 of the attendants and escaped.
Murphy's upstairs.
Sedatives, the electroshock therapy, the this, that, and the other.
Right. You said you escaped. I knew you wouldn't leave without me. I was waiting for you.
Lobotomy.
Oh my god. This is the shit they would do though.
He's basically just a corpse walking at this point.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh, he's gonna put him out of his misery. Oh my god. He's like, why should I stay in this place after what they did to my best friend? And then your adrenaline.
Oh.
Oh my god. This movie was fantastic. Like, fantastic. This gets a 2 thumbs up for me. And if I could put my toes up, that too. Like, super good. Like, Jack Nicholson, just, like, fantastic. And everybody else that was in there. Surprising to see young Danny DeVito and Christopher Lloyd. I was irked by this movie. Mm-hmm. And I know, again, she knows, but my grandma, she had like depression and some like not major mental illness, but and they didn't know what to do with her, and they gave her the shock therapy, and it's still, I mean, you searched it up, they don't do any of that anymore.
More so Europe than the United States.
But it's wrong on so many levels. You couldn't find another way. And where was the psychiatrist? The psychologist? Well,
is there like one required?
Yes.
Usually.
Why did you just have this freaking stick up her ass nurse that was trying, like you said, trying to control everybody? She didn't want everybody to get better. And then, you know, the minute Billy, you know, he stops stuttering, he's in a good mood or whatever, and then she's like, oh, your mom. Obviously, he had the mom issues. And then he takes his own life because she drove him to that. Mm-hmm. I was glad I wish he would have strangled her out. And then ends up, you know, after everyone, he was showing people that they were more than what they were dealing with, and there's like life beyond, and I guess you would say, right? And then they end up giving him a lobotomy. Where again was the freaking psychiatrist? The nurse don't know shit on mental illness.
It's like you just deal with the health aspect. You can't connect with anybody.
No, and they were all bullies. Even the guys in the white, the orderlies or whatever they were, all bullies. All bullies. Well, you're the psych major. Like, what do you think about this?
I mean, usually when you're working at it, you should be able to connect with people.
Yes.
She couldn't connect with anybody.
No.
That's why they didn't like her.
And that's why none of them wanted to speak at first, because
they were afraid of her.
Yeah. And then he brought that out so that they could have a voice, right? Even the guy with the glasses. I'm so bad with names sometimes. When he was like, the cigarettes, and he finally like got his voice. But, excuse me. Yeah, like, why was she even? And then she was still there after the fact, and they were just all like, yes, ma'am, because she was a controlling. I wanted to do that to her too.
From what we saw, weren't really threats anymore.
No.
I mean, like, they were voluntary, but she wasn't gonna let them leave.
No. And that's why Chief just was like, you know what? If this bitch that Mac tried to do at the beginning, and I'm gonna run free because my best friend's gone. You know. Mm-hmm. And no, because remember when they took him to that one floor and they were giving him the shock therapy? Those were the ones that really had some severe issues going on. Thank God, you know, for medicine now that like controls a lot of, you know, the bipolar, the schizophrenia, whatever. But these guys were like mild. Wasn't like one just issues with the wife. The one something about his father was a drinker. He was afraid of that. And
they just all had their different issues, but they weren't a threat to anybody.
No.
If anybody, it would probably be themselves.
Yeah.
But they weren't really like...
I think that's why they voluntarily put themselves in there, because they thought maybe they would be a threat to themselves, especially Billy. And then what ended up happening, oh, your mom, I'm going to tell your mom. I'm like, dude, he's a grown-ass man. Why are you
First of all,
mom?
why are you telling somebody that who's in a hold like that? I'm going to tell your parents. Like,
and especially, you know that's the trigger. Why do you do that?
Like, first of all, why are you even telling... This is in high school. Why are you telling them, I'm going to call your parents?
I know.
It's like, what? That doesn't even make any sense.
No. And like, oh, you know, I'm friends with your mom. So what?
It's like, unless they were like severe.
Yeah.
You would let them know. But this is in high school. You're not going to be like, I'm going to snitch on you to your mom.
I know.
It's like, she was that girl in high school. She's like, you're doing this and I don't like it and I'm going to snitch on you.
Yeah.
For sure, that's all she was.
Oh, that's all she was. And she should never have been in charge of that, period. And there, again, should have been a freaking psychologist in there.
Just because she's one of the best, quote unquote, doesn't mean she's good at her job.
Well, exactly. Well, maybe, the best? Why? The best because she was so controlling and she had everybody scared of her. That's why it looked like she was the best? Bullshit. Like, and I'm sure there's many places, there are many places out there because they get on that power trip. But she was a nurse. She dealt with the health aspect, not the mental aspect.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Oh, I mean, I love the movie, and it had comedy, it had the drama at the end that was so sad. I literally...
I think this is one of the best movies to me personally that I've seen on this channel.
I think so.
With The Godfather.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is the second Jack Nicholson. We almost had these.
Well, you've done, but
yeah, this is the second one this week because we did about Schmidt in this one. But man, he is such a freaking fan. Even back then, fantastic actor.
I would like to read the book. Yeah. It said it was based on a book.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
It's always the bullies that go into nursing or well, not always.
Not always, but
majority of the time, it's always people who are bullies in life that go into working security or whatever those people were. Yeah, nursing
because they get on that power trip and they just they like to bully everybody around.
Talk to people.
Oh, they should never have that.
Also, when he was trying to get him to so they could get clean.
Yeah.
Why are they pushing him? Bro. They were so aggressive when they'd be go here.
Oh, here. I know. And on the other floor, at least except for them doing the electroshock therapy and the lobotomy, like you said, they seem to be a little bit nicer up there.
Decent, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they just felt like they wanted to keep them scared, and they wanted them. They didn't want any of them to get better. That is not the job.
That's why people don't seek help.
That's true.
If you put fear into them, you're just going to make them more afraid of being alive.
Well, and there are some fantastic psychologists and counselors, and you're going to be one of them, aren't you? That's right. You know, I mean, there's some great ones out there, but in any career, you're going to have some ones that are just power, and they don't give two rats' asses if they help somebody. So,
it's like people don't reach out. It's you're putting more fear into them instead of giving them help.
Yeah. Yeah. And really when it was anybody want to talk? No. She didn't want to hear what none of them had to say.
I mean, it wasn't going to do anything.
Because what is she didn't have the skills to, like you say, she didn't have the communication, the skills to be able to help them.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't. She had no tools in her toolbox, as they say. Thank God that a lot with mental health has come so far.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, there's still progress, but progress has been made.
Right. And we had it. I mean, my grandma had her issues. My dad deals with some anxiety and stuff. You've talked about it before on this channel. I don't know if you want to talk about it again. You don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
No. Can I just say what you just... dealing with some severe anxiety and bouts of depression. It's okay. We've gotten to a point, it used to be so, hush, that's the weird
or
person.
Or it's if you had you were just a straight up menace to society.
Right.
Even though most of the time it was more a threat to themselves. And
Yeah, and there's so many forms of mental illness.
It's a spectrum.
But people are not afraid anymore, which I love. They talk about it. You know, like we just said right now, it used to be so hush hush, but now people are, not everybody, but a lot of people are opening up and talking about their struggle that they have with it, and then people feel like they can open up. I mean, tell me if I grew up in a different era, obviously, but do you feel like at your age that's true?
That it's different?
That you feel a little bit, you feel more open to talk about it with peers or other people?
Yeah,
or
I think it's also scary sometimes if you already know the person. I'm not going to put this person by name.
Yeah.
But if they don't believe, quote unquote,
yeah,
that it exists, it's
True.
hard to open up to people sometimes.
True.
Still.
Because there are still people that don't think mental illness
Or they're
is a
like,
thing.
there's nothing wrong with you. We can't see it. Like, what's that?
Yeah. Yeah, like if you can't see it, it doesn't exist. I mean, just using, because this is
It's
what.
like, bro, someone could have a heart attack and you can't see that.
Right.
Like.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not saying they're two different things, but like it's internally too.
Right.
Like it's, what does it matter?
Right. No, I'm with you. I keep saying anxiety, depression, because that's more so what you've dealt a lot with, right? And everybody's different. Some people want to be medicated. You choose not to. You have more other alternatives.
Unless I feel like I really need to, I think I would prefer just stay off for a while.
Right. You know, there's counseling, whatever. But yeah, there are still people out there that just.
And if you need it,
think
that's okay.
They'll just say, just get over it. It's just a momentary thing. Oh, what were we saying? I'm sorry.
I just said if you need meds, that's fine. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Who cares?
No, I mean, everybody's different. You have to choose what works for you, right?
And there's so many things that you dealing with your own things up here in the brain.
Yeah.
Or if you need meds and they just think that's like the worst thing to ever happen, or they think you're weird or whatever, just throw them in the garbage.
That's
you
right.
Don't need them.
Amen.
Dump them up on the curb, like.
That's right.
Right. Wow, like.
That's right. People should not be downplaying what you're dealing with.
Like, it's like, do you live up here?
Yeah.
No.
And you can't control it. It's a chemical imbalance. You can't control it. Only you can. I mean, you know, you're fighting the battle, and if they're not going to be, if they're just going to,
maybe you can stabilize it, but you can't, like, it's not going to go away forever.
No. And everybody has to find what works for them, and there's no shame in that at all. There's no shame in having mental illness, period. There's never, like, we talk about it. I discuss it with my dad, you know, like, whoever will, you know, like, if people, you know, need to talk, you'll listen, and you just, hey, I mean, I can't fully get the grasp because I only have a little bit of it, so I sort of get it, but you can relate. It's hard to, as the parent, having to watch your child go through it, but you listen, you don't, and this, we've gotten here over time, right, like, you know, you have your little OCD moments, and it took a while for me to get used to it, but now I just know that that's just what goes along with it.
I think I was very much in denial in high school.
You think you are? Yeah. That you've had it for a long time, you think, probably?
Oh, before high school even, I think.
And you were just in denial, and then you finally were like, this is what's up.
And now I'm just like, that's just something I gotta live with.
There's no
That's
shame,
okay.
y'all. There's no shame in it whatsoever. And if you feel, you know, reach out for help. If you need help, you know, if you need to tell your story, hey, DM us, you know, we're here. I think we'll end on that note. Mm-hmm. With that being said, you guys have an awesome, fantastic, safe, blessed weekend. Until we meet again, y'all. Stay awesome. Be kind always.